I need some praisers to just clap their hands like this. Come on. Tell somebody I got the power to slay down every giant. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Everybody clap your hands. Let's go. There is only weakness in you. Come on, Ted. Overcoming something we do. Come on, say never defeated. Never defeated. Say it again. There is no. There is only weakness in you. Overcoming something we do. Overcoming something we do. Tell somebody, say never defeated. Never. Never defeated. I need you to tell somebody, come on. You have a promise from me. You have a promise God has. No weapon formed.
Get ready, because something big is coming. The Gathering 2026 is on the horizon, and you do not want to miss it. This is more than an event. It's a divine appointment, a time of powerful teaching, supernatural impartation, and life-changing encounters with God. People come one way and leave transformed. We encourage you, register today. Secure your place and don't wait. Book your hotel stay as soon as possible to take full advantage of the experience. Visit wafinternational.org for all the details and registration. This is your moment. Don't miss it.
There's times in life where we have to walk through some seasons. There are seasons of where we laugh. There are seasons of where we cry. There are seasons where we hurt. There are seasons where we have joy. But then when we look at, there are certain seasons we're going to have to walk through. But there are some seasons that we're going to have to walk through where you're walking through where there is no light. When you understand that you're walking through dark seasons, there are some things that you may be facing right now. that nobody else knows what you're going through. There's some things that you are facing in your life that if you had to tell people your story, they wouldn't even understand it. They'll ask you these questions: how in the world are you still standing? But when you understand that there's some dark seasons that we all have to face. When the writer tells us, he says that in the world you will face tribulations, but in me you will have peace. Understanding that God will take us through seasons, but he will never leave us. That's why the writer says that when we understand that he says that I will never forsake you, when we know that God will walk through us in the dark seasons, when we know that God will walk through us in the seasons where we have no hope, when we know that he will be with us even till the end. And when you understand, there is a point that I want to talk about today. And we see that Job had to go through some dark seasons in his life. Job had everything. Job had houses. Job had land. Job had families. But in that season that he was getting ready to face, Job says, naked I came into this world, and naked will I leave. And he had to understand that God, no matter what problems that I face, that I must trust you. Sometimes we get happy when everything is going good. We get happy when everything seems to be in our favor. We get happy when we say, God, open the window of heaven and pour us out blessings that we won't have room enough to receive. Those are the good seasons. But what happens when we have to face losses? What happens when we have to face that we don't have enough money for our bills? What happens when we have to deal with people walking away from us? And I want to call that, how do we deal with walking through dark seasons? And I want you to follow me today. And when we look at the Bible, and I want you to go with me now to Job, the 29th chapter. And let's start at the 3rd verse. And the Bible tells us, it says that when the candle shined upon my head, and when by his light I walk through darkness. And you see that God did not remove Job walking through dark seasons in his life. But he had to share with Job. He says, Job, when you see that there's a candle, this is why the writer tells us in Proverbs 4:23, it says, the path of the just, in 4:18, is like a shining light that shineth more and more unto a perfect day. Showing us that there's some seasons that we're going to have to walk down this journey. We're going to have to walk down roads. But then when we see that God says that I will give you a candle, Job, and in this candle, it will show you how to walk in light. It will show you that even though that things are around you that is dark, but when you hold this candle, when you're able to withhold this light, and then you'll start walking down this journey, you'll see which way I'm trying to get you to go. But God doesn't take us out of the light, but he walks us through it. And sometimes you're going to see that I'm going to have to walk this season, that there's going to be people who I thought that was with me. There's going to be people who I thought that were standing beside me. But God said, I'm going to allow you to walk along this journey. But as you walk along this journey, you're going to see that, God, you're walking with me. And Job had to find himself saying that I'm walking through this candle. But watch this. Go with me now to the book of Job, the 22nd chapter. Now, this is where we get happy. In Job 22 and 28, this is where we start saying that we're decreeing and we're declaring. This is where we start saying that, God, I'm going to manifest these things. God, I'm believing that whatever I say out of my mouth, it will come to pass. When we're saying that we're going to decree, decreeing is saying that, God, I am already believing what you have promised me, and it will come to pass. But when we're starting decreeing things, we don't realize, we see the good part, but then we don't understand that trouble is going to come, but it won't last always. We understand that when the rain comes, then there's also going to be a day that the sun is going to come. We don't realize that when the sun is out, when it's warm outside, then there's going to be a season where it's going to be cold. But here's what Job says in the 22nd chapter, in the 28th verse. Watch this. It says, thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee. But watch this, and the light, watch this, and the light, watch this, and the light shall shine upon my ways. When you align what you speak, guess what? Now things start coming to pass. I will not always be in the position that I'm in, but I'm going to start decreeing it. God, my days are going to get better. I won't always be going through what I'm going through, because I'm going to decree it. God, my situation is going to change. God, my problems won't be the same, because I'm going to decree that thing. But he says, watch this, and the light shall shine upon your ways. He didn't say might. It didn't say that it could, but it said it shall. And that's a big word. Sometimes we get into a position where we'll start thinking, God, I want you to release clarity in my life. God, I want you to give me direction. I don't want to walk this journey all by myself, but God, open my eyes so that I can see. God, lead me down the path of righteousness for your name's sake. But God, I don't want to walk this if you're not walking with me. God, I see that my friends, I thought they was my friends, but God, you removed them out of my life. God, you see that I thought somebody who loved me, but God, you removed them because they didn't really love me. But when I walk down this path, God, I want to walk with my eyes open so that I'll be able to see what you are trying to show me and what I need to do. But watch this, confusion breaks when the light shows up. Think about that for a moment. Whatever storms that are happening in your life, when you shine light in that dark area, the confusion has to go. Ask yourself a question. What happens to light or darkness when light shows up? Matthew, it has to disappear. Light just does not come and take over. But when light comes in, it takes everything that is dark and it removes it. And some of us now have dimmed your light. And when you start dimming your light, God said that I'll bring you out. When you start dimming your light, you're starting to say, this is not who God says that I am. But no, you got to let your light so shine. This is why the writer tells us in Isaiah 61, it says, arise and shine, for the light has come. And when God brings in light, everything that is dark has to go away. Arise and shine. I'm not just going to sit here and shine, but I'm going to stand up. I'm not just going to sit here and be quiet. When the light shows up, everything that is dark, it has to be illuminated. And now I want you to see this. Watch what the writer tells us. In the book of Job, the 33rd chapter, in the 28th verse. Watch what Job now shows us. We see that Job had to go through some struggles. We see that Job had to go through some issues. We see that Job had to go through some dark days. We had to see that Job had to go through some lonely days. We see that Job went through some days where he was in pain. But he says, for God I will live and for God I will die. Job didn't just sit there and allow what was put in him to lay dormant. But Job says that, wait a minute, God, naked I came into this world and naked will I leave. God, I know that I trusted you when I had. God, I'm going to trust you when I have not. God, I'm going to trust you along this journey, even though I can't see my way out of it. But God, if you brought me this far, I know you will not leave me. And Job made up in his mind and he says, wait a minute. If God, you shine the light on me when things was going good, God, you got to shine the light on me when things are not going so good. But Job says that, Lord, I trust you. And in the midst of trusting him, Job says, God, I know that you will deliver me. Some of you are in seasons in your life where it's not aligning up to what God's word says. Yes, thou shalt decree a thing and it shall be established. Yes, we shall call those things to be not as though they were. But if the thing is not aligning, then where is your light? Will you trust God? I'm trusting him in seasons when things are not going so well. I'm trusting him when things in my life are not going the way that I think that they should be going. I am trusting him. God, I trust you because I understand where my source comes from. Have you ever walked into a room and the light switch was off and the sun was down and there was no light coming into this room? The first thing that you do, you start looking for the switch to turn the light on. And this is where I'm challenging all of you today. I want you to look for your switch. And you got to say, what is it going to take for me to get to where I need to be? What is it going to take for me to get my light turned on? What is it going to take for me to get out of this mess? I got to flip the switch. And when I start flipping the switch, my season is going to change. When I flip the switch, I am going from darkness and now I'm getting ready to walk into his light. Watch this. Go with me now to Job 33 and 28. Watch what the writer tells us. The Bible says he will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life Watch this. And his life shall see light. You will not stay in darkness. Let me prophesy to somebody. You will not stay in darkness. You shall walk in light. You shall not walk around with your head down, but you shall lift up your head, because guess what? The glory of the Lord is shining upon you. I'm here to speak over your life that you will not go into another season being the same way. But God is showing us that when we have light, you can't walk around darkness, because now you can see your way clearly. You can see that what God is trying to take you through. You can see why this door closed in your face. You can see why these people ran away from you. You can see why you didn't get promoted. You can see why you got released from that job. You can see why you lost that car. You can see why you didn't get that house, because God said, no, wait a minute, I got something better in store for you. Sometimes God takes us through some things that as he is taking us through different seasons, he is allowing what we thought was good for us to show us that, wait a minute, no, I got something better in store for you. Sometimes it hurts when we hear a no. Sometimes it hurts when somebody walks away from us. Sometimes it hurts when a door closes in our face. But God said, I am allowing this because I am trying to make something in you. I am making you stronger. I am making you wiser. I am making you better. But when you see that when you go through these seasons, when you see that when these things happen in your life, God says that this is why I am causing you to rise. Watch this. Go with me now to Job 12 and 22. Watch this, what the writer tells us. And he says, and he discovereth deep things out of darkness, and bringeth out to light the shadow to death. And this is why I want you to see that sometimes in our life we'll see that there are hidden attacks that God blocks. There are things that we go through, hidden pain, that God says that now I'm going to start being revealed. There's sometimes hidden confusion that we don't know why we feel this way. I was talking with a gentleman the other day, and he was telling me, he says, I don't know what's wrong with me. He says, I'm feeling sad and I want to cry. I said that, wait a minute, there's always a root source to your problem. And I gave them this analogy, Matthew, and I said that if a bird flies over your head, can you stop it? And he says, no, I can't stop him. I said, but if the bird, that same bird that was flying over your head, tries to land and create a nest in your head, what would you do? He says, I will stop him. I said that then now I want you to understand who you are and what you have in you. I said that if you're walking around feeling sad and you're crying and you don't know why you're crying and you don't know why you're feeling sad, then guess what? Then you need to change the outcome. Don't sit there and allow what you're feeling and you don't know why you're feeling this way, and you're sitting there going through the rest of the day and you're saying that why I'm feeling this way, why I'm feeling sad. No, start getting happy. The same way that you feel sad, reverse that. Now say, I am happy. The same way that you're feeling depressed, and then just say, no, I'm an overcomer. I'm coming out of this. And this is where I want you to understand that you can cause those things to be not as though they were. And he went through what was working against you in darkness. Catch this. What was working against you in darkness, God is getting ready to expose it to the light. All of those hidden triggers, all of those depressed days, all of those downward spirals, God is getting ready to expose whatever is dark, and now he's getting ready to bring it to the light. And now you're seeing that now I don't feel this way no more. I'm not going through this no more. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not feeling that way anymore, because now God just brought exposure to what was dark. And now God said, I'm bringing it to the light. Watch this. Give me Job 38 and 12, and I'm getting ready to close. Watch this. What I want you to understand, I share with you how you can decree something. And so you can see that as you decree it, it will come to pass. But what if I tell you today that you have the ability to command what you need from God? You telling me that I can command what I need from God? Yes. That's why the writer tells us in the book of Isaiah, the 45th chapter, and 11th verse, it says, command ye me. God, you telling me that I can command? My little son, we was sitting in the house yesterday, and he called me. He says, Daddy, he says, come here. I said, no, I'm watching TV. Then he walked over to me, watch this, and he grabbed my arm, and he pulled me. He says, Daddy, I said, come here. And now I stopped watching television, and he pulled me, and he led me in what he wanted me to do, took me in the kitchen, and when he took me in the kitchen, he opened the refrigerator, and he says, I want that. And I says, you stopped me, and you caused me to come in here to get you this. He says, yes, because I can't reach it. Sometimes we got to let God know, God, this is what I need. God, I am believing you for my healing. God, I am believing you for my breakthrough. God, you're commanding, God, that Lord, come into my situation. Come into my life. And that little movement of what my son did, he says, no, you coming with me because I can't do this on my own. He says, because you have the height and you have the ability to give me what I want. How many of you need God to do something in your life? You need God to start turning your situation around. You need God to start opening some doors. But let me tell you, you can command God to do whatever you need. God showed me in my little 4-year-old son. And he says, whatever you want, Daddy, you got the ability to give it to me. And some of us, we start neglecting or backing up from what God put inside of us. And if he is our father and we are his children, you can command God and say, Lord, I'm tired of going through. God, I am tired of dealing with this same issue I'm dealing with. But God, I need you to come into my life right now, and I need you to move this stuff out of my life. God, I need you to come into my home right now, and I need you to restore my marriage. God, I need you to come into my family life right now and to start dealing with these kids that I can't keep dealing with. But you're saying that, God, I command you to come into my situation. And this is the last scripture, and I'm getting ready to close. In the book of Job, the 38th chapter, in the 12th verse, and the Bible teaches, it says, and hast thou commanded the morning since thy days, and caused the day spring to know his place? And I'm telling you today, you don't have to wait for the light. You ain't got to wait for the rain to stop raining. You don't have to wait till the sun stops shining. But what I'm telling you, that on today, you can command what you need God to do. And I'm telling you that this is the day that everything that you need God to do, everything that you're believing God for, you commanded it. I am calling those things to be not as though they were. God, I'm saying that I'm tired of living beneath my means. But God, I am rising up to show what's on the inside of me. God, you are the great and mighty I am. You can call it. You don't have to wait till the morning. But what happens is that what if you're in your midnight hour? We'll see that in Scripture that at midnight, God started moving in ways that people could not wait till the morning. They could not wait until the situation changed. But God, I need you to move right now. What if Paul and Silas would have said that we're going to wait till the sun rises? We're going to wait till the daybreak comes. But they said that, no, I can't sit here. But God, I'm going to start singing praises to you. God, I'm going to start worshiping you. And at the moment that they did it, they didn't wait till the morning. They didn't wait for 6 a.m. They didn't wait till 9 a.m. till the people came to work. But what they said is that whatever season that I am in, I'm going to start praising you. And this is why I'm telling you, for some of you that are watching me today, that you may be in a dark season in your life, and that what that season may be calling you to do, you may be saying that I need to take these depression pills. That season you're saying that I may need to go because my mind ain't right. That season that you're saying that I can't deal with this stuff. But God said that no matter what season that you're in that dark season right now. And I hear the Lord saying, declare it. Declare it. And you're saying that I am coming out of this. I am commanding my morning to show up. I am commanding my situation to change. When you read down in Ruth, the 3rd chapter, when you see that Ruth had instructions from her mother-in-law Naomi, and she said, go down to the threshing floor and you're going to meet this man by the name of Boaz. But when you go there, I want you to lay at his feet. And when the clock strikes midnight, your life is going to change. And I'm telling some of you right now that you may be in your midnight hour. And I'm telling you that the clock is about to go from your night and it's about to come into daybreak. God is about to start shining the light in your situation. And I'm here to speak over your life right now. Command what you want to happen. If you didn't get anything about this word today, I'm telling you that you may be in a dark season, but the light is coming. You may be having some down days, but the light is coming. You may be in a season where you're still feeling pain, but the light is coming. This trouble that you're dealing with is not going to last always, but you're about to come out. And I'm telling you right now that when you see that what God is bringing you, when you see what God is taking you, when you see that what God is bringing you out from, that the light has shined. And I told you, all you got to do is flip the switch. All you got to do is say, I'm not walking in this season any longer, because this is only temporary. Darkness tried to hold you, but the light came in. Job went through his loss. Job went through the pain. Job went through the rejection. He went through the confusion. But like I said, that when the light came in, he walked out of darkness and he came into light. And I'm saying to all of you today, do know the daybreak is coming. And God is getting ready to shift some things in your life. I told you, trouble won't last always. Your weeping may endure for a night. But I'm here to tell you that joy is coming. I'm telling you, walk in the light. Believe in the light. But I'm telling you that you may be in a dark season right now. But what if I told you this, and I'm decreeing this over your life, that you're not waiting for the light to come. The light is already here. When Christ came into your life, he gave you everything that you need. I pray that this word bless you today, because this is the season that everything is getting ready to change. Even in the midst of your dark season, the light is already here. God bless you. God keep you. And God take you from darkness, and he's moving you into light. In Jesus' name, amen.
You know there's more for your life, more clarity, more purpose, more movement. But lately, even though you're driven, you felt stuck, mentally tired, unsure of the next step. Acceleration Night was built for that exact moment. One intentional evening in London for people ready to move forward in what's already been started in them. A focused room for builders, leaders, entrepreneurs, anyone carrying something they can't put down. Real encouragement, honest connection, the clarity to keep going. One night, one step forward. Monday, the 1st of June, the Boathouse Studios, Barking, London. Free entry, booking essential. Scan, book, and we'll see you there.
Get ready, because something big is coming. The Gathering 2026 is on the horizon, and you do not want to miss it. This is more than an event. It's a divine appointment, a time of powerful teaching, supernatural impartation, and life-changing encounters with God. People come one way and leave transformed. We encourage you, register today. Secure your place and don't wait. Book your hotel stay as soon as possible to take full advantage of the experience. Visit wafinternational.org for all the details and registration. This is your moment. Don't miss it.